Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamental series, where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So, I believe what I promised in the last video is that we were going to continue working on getting in on our opponents. And I think that's an interesting, we will probably still visit that, but last night I had a coaching session with Tone. And so I learned a lot of things, and because of that, I think I want to pivot and practice the things that he told me. So I'm going to start by giving a little bit of a preview of the types of kind of like the main points of what we talked about. And in fact, I'm going to pull up my own notes that I took here, so that I'll kind of go along without it. So there's this is going to be a little bit of a preview of the things that we're going to be trying. So the first thing is that, so we're going to call these like tone notes or something. Tone feedback. So the first one is that use your frames to get something bigger, like forward 3 counter hit, like big counter hits, or hatchet, bigger lows. And maybe this is not quite going how I wanted to. Yeah, okay. Maybe I can get it to wrap. I'm not sure. But either way, that's the first one. So maybe we'll just do it like this. Let's see, big counter hits, big lows. And not all the time, but the point being that you can't, basically the point he was saying is that Bryan's poke game is not that strong compared to the rest of the cast. Like this, when you get a +8 and you're playing a 50-50 on them, or actually let's use something more innocuous like +5, right? Playing this game with them is not that scary, right? You're trying to get something bigger, and it's like kind of interesting because you see us using so much down 4 and neutral. That's not quite the same thing because it's not a frame advantage situation. But the point being that we're not trying to just win with down 4. We're trying to get our opponent to do something that allows us to get something big on them, right? Something like that. So that was essentially the feedback that he was trying to give me. Hey, Mellow Man, how are you today? And then the next thing that he said was practice without God moves. What is a God move? And for the reason, this is a practice drill, not an actual match feedback, but essentially getting rid of the moves that are really good on Bryan, but you might lean on as a crutch as a player to avoid, getting complacent and maybe developing bad habits and getting a little more solid on your other skills, forcing it kind of like resistance training, right? And then the next bit is that you can sidestep as you can replace counter hit with sidestep. What he essentially was saying here, down back 3 is a God move against Steve, but God move, I think in this connotation, is a move that makes you lazy, right? So maybe that is true. Maybe it is a God move against Steve. It probably is. But I think the point is that more so to get better as a player, you need to beat most of the cast without using these 3 generic ones, right? Hey, Morpheus, thank you so much for the follow. But I think I understand what you mean. There are certain moves that, like down by 3 that are just really good against certain characters, and it is a God move, but I think that's like maybe a different connotation of it, yeah. So, the next one is that talking about sidestep, how he just relentlessly walked me to the right when I was playing, and in so many situations I was getting blown up. And I was telling him, like, the amount of, like, I know Bryan's linear, but the amount of times I'm getting stepped and launched is kind of insane and blowing my mind. And he basically just told me that what he's doing is he's trying to get a feel of the timing of when I'm going to do something. No different than like, oh, I think you're going to back 1 here, forward 3, right? And instead of doing forward 3, he's just walking. So really, he's using the walk as a counter hit timing rather than an actual just, generic like movement option like this. You're like trying to get the timing of it's coming now and I'm going to duck. It's coming now and I'm going to sidestep. So that's kind of the idea there. And I like that one. And then the last one that I want to try today, because I find it the most interesting, is practice single hit Tekken. And let's talk now about single hit Tekken. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the thing we were saying before of when you have frames, don't necessarily just go for something small like this. You might go for something like a dash into a forward 3. Tone talks about this, I think, on his stream a lot, hopefully. But the point being that you're trying to open up the timing so that your opponent gets counter hit because they go, oh, they're not taking their frames. Now I'm gonna take my, press a button, and now you've counter hit them. It's kind of no different than doing this into a forward 3, right? There's no reason this should work except you catch when your opponent decides to move, to attack. Well, you take a plus frame situation, your opponent knows not to move, and then you do something crazy, causes them to panic, and then you end up getting the counter hit anyway. It's kind of the idea. It's really no different than the whole point of back 1, where back 1 has this built in automatically because it's so slow, to give you a little bit of that delay built into Bryan's timing. So, with that being said, what Tone was saying is that you have all these moves, right? You have down 2, you have down 4, you have down back 3, you have back 1. All of these moves, you even have jab. All of these moves have, but really, the first few that I showed you, these with all these kind of possible extensions that you can do that are essentially unsafe extensions, right? Or back 1. All of these have an unsafe extension to them that your opponent is supposed to be afraid of, right? But you can play the game in such a way where you set your baseline to be that you will not finish those strings. I'm not going to expose myself to the -10 of this, or the -13 of this, or the possibility of getting stepped and launched with this. And then in doing so, instead you're just focusing on land the move, see what they do, right? Land the move, see what they do. And when this becomes your baseline, that you're not actually following it up with anything, it first of all becomes hard to defend against. It's very similar to the idea of down 4. But then on top of that, you kind of add more mental pressure to your opponent or show them the green light to go crazy, right? And in both of those situations, they're likely to start pressing more. And in those situations, that allows you to now get your opponent in a situation where you can start opening them up and getting the counter hits because they're starting to play crazy, right? Because we're not establishing it around something that's essentially unsafe for Bryan, right? Kind of like a casino situation. Instead, you're getting them to essentially show you a lot of information. And the side effect of this is that you will see a lot of the patterns of what your opponent's doing because so much of your time is not, am I going to finish this? Am I going to finish this? Am I going to finish this? And instead it's just, all right, what do they do? What do they do after down 2? What do they do after hatchet? And you really start building a faster profile of the image because you're not thinking about what am I going to do? You're thinking about what are they going to do? And then from there you can kind of go, well, they do this, so I'm going to cash that in, right? And on top of that, Bryan is so safe with those single hit options that you are not exposing yourself nearly as much as you would with those extensions anyway. So that's kind of the idea. And yeah, that's what I want to try today, even though it's probably the hardest of the ones today. So that being said, let's jump into some games. And while this is loading in, the last thing that he said kind of around this is that Bryan is at his scariest when his hitbox is not on the screen yet. Let that sink in for a second. What does that mean, right? That means that Bryan, once his move is out, he's not that scary, right? You can't get counter hit if his back 1 already happened, right? In the sense that you're most afraid of him catching your timing and then launching you, right? When is that quarter circle back 1 going to come, right? So that's kind of the idea. All right, we got a Steve. I'm going to give him some space here. Okay. Down forward 1 into back 1. Nice. I went for a down 4. Take some time here. Okay, he whiffed that into another move. I did down 2 and it actually beat me out, which is kind of crazy, but that's fine. That's fine. But you'll notice that they're using a lot of whiff moves into other moves, so I can just chill. insane. He's pressing more. You see this? Like, I do these single down twos, and then they're pressing now. Nice. Bit unfortunate a counter hit here, but it's okay. Nice. I went for heat. That's alright. But you see, this is kind of hard to do, right? Oh my gosh, I can't even do that. So, this has happened twice now. They did back one into... I don't know the input for it. And then they just didn't know what to do, right? Oops. They didn't know what to do, so we were able to get that back four, right? Okay. Good block. Oh wow, that beat it. And now we got this. Sure. But notice how, like, we're playing so slow, and they're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But now we have all these opportunities to catch their timing. And I can't get counter hit if I'm not doing anything. And all of a sudden I do a couple of moves. And we win. I'm allowed to use them. I'm not intentionally trying not to, but the thing is, the other interesting thing about this is that quarter circle back one, forward forward one, 1+2 I mean, are all moves that kind of are designed to try and catch your opponent do something anyway, right? And because of that, you can kind of, by just playing with this baseline of just like doing a single hit every now and then, right? You're not really needing those types of reversals. And all of a sudden, we're just like catching them with one time we choose to like throw an extra move out. That's like the mix, right? And all of a sudden, we have so many of these opportunities to just like hit them, right? They're just like not ready for us to press because they're so used to just having to come into our face just to like build this like pressure, right? And all of a sudden I pressed. Okay, that's nice. Nice, I did a back four. Gatsu, good to see you. And that back one beat our back one, four, but it was at open timing, right? So it's like, that's unlucky, but it's okay. And we win. Notice they just had to throw out buttons constantly, and all of a sudden we get them. Why aren't they using the stance Gatsu? I mean, I think they were scared. That's personally what I think.
Get ready for the next battle.
My point is that by not pressing buttons, you scare people more as a Bryan player, right? He knows I'm looking for that counter hit, right? And I'm just sitting here waiting for him to get a little bit complacent to, like, pull this off, right? And that's partially because I wasn't practicing anything. A lot of the Steve, like, setups don't work if you don't press, right? Like, yes, you'll eat a bunch of chip damage, but the point is that you don't eat the big back ones, right? Alright, so, similarly with the King, we're gonna just, like, kind of chill out. We're just gonna hold our ground, right? Alright, did quarter circle by one as keep on, and it didn't work. That's okay. They did 4-4 neutral too. That's a low. Oh, damn, he caught me moving. That's okay. And the other thing is we're going to take a lot of round 1 losses because we're not doing anything. And all of a sudden we get a whiff. Do nothing. And we win. I think we win. Never mind. Oh my god, I'm dead. I spoke too soon. Oh my god, we won.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice flip here. Fair enough, right? Now that back one out of nowhere catches him, right? Kind of taking our time here. We're okay with this distance, right? I know it's launched. I won't do it because I can't do it. There we go. I have to be paying attention. But see, also, like, we're just watching them play, right? Nice knee. Catch him doing that. Okay, nice muscle waking up, right? Okay, didn't break it. That's alright. Sure. Nice D. I ducked. That's fine. I had to guess, right? I guess I didn't have to guess. Nice. But you see that they're really kind of like flooring it, and we're going to get really good at this kind of neutral as we get better, right? One thing I'm noticing is that they're actually just sitting there waiting with that that duck. Ooh, nice. So this is gonna get a little bit weird. We're gonna have to hold their ground a little bit longer. Nice. That was good timing too. Nice. Good try. So they did win this one, and that's all right. We are practicing playing this way. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, I expect to take a bunch of losses. Just because the Sieve game went so well, I expect to take a ton of losses.
Round 1. Fight.
I thought there was a low coming. Oh, I didn't break that in time. Weird. I'm doing way too many hatchets after they do their turn because I'm afraid. Oh no. Oh, I'm dead. King players pressing because they can't backdash. That's possible. Sure. Nice CDT. Another thing to kind of keep in mind in this matchup for myself is that you can sidestep the knee and throw mix, I'm pretty sure, by going to the right. Okay. That was a mistake, but we'll take it. And we're just chilling, see? We're just chilling. Not in heat, that's true. I mean in general. Sure. Nice. Oh, I didn't duck it. Nice CDT. So you see, this is still pretty hard. This is still pretty hard because we're eating a lot of mix-ups, but this is going to get us better at defending, right? Nice. They're going to be in heat for 99% of the match since they get a third of their meter back when they land the grab. They got to land the grab. Oh, they left after that. See that? Like, I personally think that's a really good sign, right? Like, you notice that we are getting a lot of that info very quickly. It's unfortunate that we weren't ready for it at the beginning, but we're starting to figure out the steps, right? And I think we're going to learn a lot faster how to play defense because we're forcing ourselves to play defense now, right? Not just break them, we stepped them. And that's the idea. I mean, we're not going to do this perfectly. This is hard stuff to do for me. But I do think this is going to be really useful practice because it's going to make us a very solid player. And the cool part is that, I don't know if you noticed, but we can actually turn on the aggression for short bursts of like offense, right? And then all of a sudden we're just like piling up damage as our opponent panics, right? We can go like the old style if we need to. It's there, right? We just don't need it. We're not scared. Or at least we're going to try not to be. Yeah, Tim. What are you playing these days? Are you just taking a break from the game, or are you on a different character? Oops. Oh my gosh, my execution right now. Switch to Lee. Lee's a fun character though. Nothing wrong with Lee. Oh my gosh. another one.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, Xiaoyu. This will be kind of crazy, but I also think that, to be honest, you know, given that our goal is probably just land it down 4 and then do nothing, right, to some degree, I think there's going to be some of this, like safety from AOP, because I'm not pressing a bunch of buttons, right? I finished it there, even though I wasn't supposed to. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Whoops. Good duck. What the heck? Nice. I tried to step. Try and get away from this. Oh man, what the heck? And notice how, like, we went all the way to time and got to see most of the stuff, right? The crunch is unfortunate, but we'll deal with it, right? Ooh. Oh, it caught me moving. Good heat. Taking my time here. I'm okay in this range because of this. See, like, as long as I'm just chilling in the range where I'm at quarter circle back 1, it becomes really hard for her to come in. I need to stop stepping there and just hold the block. Okay, I stepped again and I died. That's alright. Learning about stepping is fine, right? Look at this. Nice. Why lag? Alright, we get the block now. Nice. The crunch is really unfortunate because in some of these tense situations it really starts to, like, struggle. And I think it's their Wi-Fi, but I could be wrong. Oops. Oops, okay. I tried to whiff punish that, and I was not a whiff punish. That's alright. That sucks. Oops. Sure. Oh my gosh, the crunch! Nice. The crunch! Notice how she's still going for these back ones all the time. Oh no! Oh my gosh, I ducked. Sure. Fair enough. And the thing is, the interesting thing Oh, Tekken actually drops your graphics due to lag. That's actually wild. We're gonna keep playing this. One thing is that I don't know if you noticed how many back ones are coming out. Like almost like Panic, right? That should have been a Requiem and it would work. That's okay. Sure. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Sure. And all of a sudden we get a big hit, right? Oh no, I can't interrupt it. So we're learning a lot here. The other thing is that they use back when we're coming in, which is actually kind of interesting. That's fine. Alright, now we win. If we don't mess this up. But you'll see that, like, a lot of it is just what's here, what's there, right? I'm even landing these quarter circle back ones even though I'm not supposed to. Because I'm okay with it, right? Good dot. Nice. They got me with that delay. Sure. We will flinch still. Oh. Whoa. What is with the crunch here? See? What's with the crunch here? I don't know what their point is. I don't know what... I think they were trolling us, to be honest. They're just trying to, like, get us to do something crazy. I don't think they were actually AFK, because they seem to react too easily. Do something. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. See, I don't know what they're doing. It's like all of a sudden, as soon as I start hitting them, they're gonna play, right? Sure. I feel like they don't like our play. Nice. Nice. Oh my gosh. And we win. Yeah. But anyway, see, like, this is getting kind of interesting. Like, all of a sudden these... Did you notice that I got a heat engage into a back one and it worked? It's because we've done so little. They're like, I'm going to press here too. Right? Oh, that's cool. Bit slow. Nice. Now we're playing, I guess. Oh my gosh. The crunch is bad, but I would assume it's affecting them too. Nice. Sure. So I'm not... Notice, like, even if I land a single hit, they are going to go for back one. So I should actually keep the single hit look. Like, keep going for single hits, I think. Sure. I don't have the Snake Edge block, unfortunately, on Staryu. My brain is too full whenever I play against it. Tried to punish it. I should have just waited. Nice. Go for this back one again. Wow. But see how these back ones all of a sudden they just start working, right? Nice. Sure. I should have seen that coming. I did a duck, but I stood back up because I didn't believe in myself. Nice. Oh, nice. Good games. But you see how, like, even in this type of matchup, it's not as bad looking as it seems, even though this is probably the worst matchup. Between this and Zafina, I feel like, for me, these would be the scariest matchups to play against, and we still got it 1-2, right? Like, we still got a single game off of them, right? That's, I think, sort of the strength of learning to play this way, is that our defense is just going to get better from here. We're going to get really used to seeing what does someone do when they're trying to open you up and you're not pressing, right? We are taking this to an extreme that, like, isn't needed, but is also, like, a level that we need to be able to maintain it at, because when needed, because like, in those situations, pressing does lead to your death, right?
Get ready for the next battle.
Hey, GG's Mookie, were you actually AFK? We weren't sure. It did die mid-match. Okay. Well, fair enough. Raid is pretty scary too, but we're just gonna take our time here. Taking our time here. Okay. We'll do a single hit there, and then we're taking our time here. And all of a sudden, look at this. Oh, nice. He went for the mid. But see how, like, that almost, with one more guess, we would have won. Just like by pressing, like, a couple buttons. Okay. This person actually does not care, right? They are like, you press something or I'm going to blow you up. And that's actually very fair. Nice. Back turn mix-ups. Also, especially if we are committing to the block, right? Okay. Oh, I really appreciate that, actually. As soon as I got up. Okay, nice. Good movement. Oh, nice. We messed up our approach, but that's okay. But notice how, like, they do actually really need to expose themselves to that, right? Like, they are basically asking us, press a button, or I'm going to just, like, clown all over you. And that's fine. That's actually a good thing. Good block. from that distance. That's pretty sick. This person also really knows what Bryan can do. You can kind of tell. Okay. Interesting. That back turn move is a high plus move. Okay, so I think down back 3 is actually the answer in these situations. Nice. That duck was insane. Nice. That back one was a bit dumb though. Notice I need to do that single hit and just let it go. Nice. I think the answer to that is you actually just... I think the answer to that is you actually just jet upper in the middle of it. Jesus, this person's timing. I saw them pumping the low parry before. I think they're just pretty sharp with it. But that's crazy. Nice. Oh, it's a mid-mid. Nice. GG. So see, sometimes we're just going to get clapped. And that's alright. Good to see you, Seven, by the way. Totally fine. And this is what I meant. We're going to take some losses because sometimes we're going to get knowledge check to oblivion. Or really not even knowledge check. We're just going to get... They're going to run in our face a bunch, right? And that's okay. I think one thing we can do while we're playing this style is that we can use movement to bait an option, right? We can come into their space and then just back out again. We were doing it a bit against, I guess it was the Xiao Yu. Sure. Does too. That's fine. Sure. There's a lot of moves coming out here. Whoops. That was quarter circle back one. Quarter circle back one. Whoops. Okay. Oh, man. Sure. Sure. I actually really like the way this person played. You notice that everyone is like slowing down when we play this way, right? Oh, nice. Got me moving that way. Sure. Maybe I'm going the wrong way against Paul. Maybe I should go left a little more. Nice. See that? All of a sudden, we're not that bad. Nice. But see what I mean? Like, we're really getting used to, like, finding these counter hit timings. You know? Getting them comfortable to, like, getting them comfortable putting themselves in situations where they're unsafe, right? Oh, they can't go that way, huh? Oh no, my jet upper! Oh my gosh. And we get those reads in, right? I saw him do the toe kick the last time. Oh, nice throw. Okay, so after he does that toe kick, he does forward 4. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. And that's what's getting me into so much trouble there. Okay. Oh my gosh. And then we win. My gosh. Somehow we won that, right? And that's partially just because we had a lot more time to watch what they were doing, right? Oops, caught me moving. That's alright. Okay. Sure. They're still throwing out a ton of moves. That's alright, right? Do what you need to. Getting me, that's alright. And all of a sudden we caught him, right? Got him. And we get him. Notice how, like, we really are just kind of, like, letting the neutral be whatever it needs to be, right? Oops, caught me moving, that's alright. They did that low kick into the 4-3 again. Oh, I didn't break it. I'm dead. That's alright. Next time I see that low kick, I should probably consider ducking. Nice step. Oh, I'm dead. Or really close to it. Oops. That was crazy. Nice. Sure. Sure. Nice. I forget it's ultimate shoulder. That's alright. But notice how we're trying to just get these single hits in, right? We're still trying to get the single hits in. It's really scary because we are dealing with situations where it's like, oh, I'm going to, you know, try and hit you with this low or something. And it makes us think about it too. Like, oh, he's in heat. when is the low coming out, right? Good block. Okay. No! Oh my gosh. Sure, caught me moving, I guess. Oh man, that sucks. Nice. Alright, nice. And you'll notice that they're kind of just afraid to deal with our buttons. Oh no! My gosh. Nice duck. These quarter circle back ones are being a bit of a problem. Oh my gosh. But it's okay. Nice. Whew, that was scary. But see how we're able to, like, because I'm paying attention, I can block. Nice. Something different. I like it. Okay. Sure. Okay. So they went down forward one into... Nice. Down forward one into down forward one into the low. Okay. We can probably get that pattern now. Okay, good throw. Just do a random throw here. Good duck. Oh, look at that 1+2. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. These are good games, though, see? I do think that we can get better at this. We can definitely get better at this, but notice how, like, how interesting these games become, right? And at the same time, I think that maybe the way that we're going to adapt a little bit is that once we get to that point where someone is literally just holding the block right, now we start hatcheting them, right? Now we start getting those big lows every now and then and building it up. And the games are slowing down by a lot. My gosh. I don't know if this is because people like finally were playing real Tekken or if they get scared into slowing down because they're like, this is freaky. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to press into it. Like, I don't really know what is the reasoning for this, but a lot of people start to freeze up when you play this way, which is actually kind of interesting. I didn't really expect that, especially, like, even the Xiaoyu. No, the Xiaoyu was very jittery. That's, like, Mookie was, Mookie still attacked us, but, like, and the Raven still attacked us, and most of the Kings still attacked us. But like the Steve slowed down, that Paul slowed down. Certain players just like really slow down when we're playing like this. I doubt the King will. So that's actually something to keep in mind. And I think the other thing to keep in mind is that when we see an opportunity, we need to start taking it, right? Yeah, this is our baseline, but we need to see something and take it, right? Kind of doing whatever. Side steps afterwards. Okay. Does a down jab afterwards. Sure. They kind of just take a bunch of stuff, hits, and then they, okay. Nice. And this is fine, right? We almost got the first round, but we learned a lot about how they play already. They are I'm going to come into your face and just throw a throw out eventually, right? And the funny part is that, like, sometimes people don't know how to get you to open up, right? Staying on the ground, right? And all of a sudden you're getting Bryan. Sure. I definitely should consider not ducking that. Okay. They did that after a down 4-2. Uh-oh. Nice. We're definitely learning some stuff about this opponent, right? Okay. Okay, I can't step there. And I think I'm dead no matter what. Nope. Kind of crazy choice there, to be honest. Stay on the ground. No! Nice. Fair enough. And you'll notice that even a player like this, when it got to the end there, they blocked. Despite everything, right? They were afraid and they blocked pretty much every mid that we threw out, right? They held the block and then they eventually took their low. And I think that's essentially where we need to be in this matchup, in these types of matchups, is like realizing they are afraid of us despite the way that they're conducting themselves, right? Okay, tracking move, I like it. Oh my gosh. Oh, they didn't break the throw. It's dead. Finished it. Okay. gosh, we got him. Oh, that's so funny. Trying to keep him from stepping there. Okay. They will eventually press. No! Just go ahead and finish it. Oh my gosh, nice. That's fine. They're getting some traction here. So what are they going to do here? Just take that hatchet and leave. Oh my god, it clipped us. That's fine. Good step. Just run up and throws. That's fine. Good block. Oops. Okay, I went for the one break. Get into here. Sure. Just gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, nice. We got him. Scary, but we got him. Don't forget, we can go to the right. I keep forgetting. But see, this is like good practice because we spend so much time defending against it. We will get better at defending against it, right? I can go to the right against that. Sure. Yeah, remembering to play the down forward game too. We haven't even done the down forward game yet. Sure. This is fine. Nice. We'll play the down forward game some. Okay. Oh my god, what am I doing? Cool. And notice how, like, now we can just, like, take back our turn, right? Oh my god, my whiff. They really can't step that. That's crazy. Thanks, Eric. Thank you so much. Okay. I did forget to play my down forward neutral for this. insane. Uh-oh. Okay, sure. I think I'm dead. Nice. Yeah, I've been doing well, Eric. This is a mentally exhausting way to play. I do think that the down 4 suggestion was very good in the sense that we've been focusing so much on like landing these single hatches and stuff. We're forgetting to play the neutral of jab and down back 3. We should still go back to playing. We should go back to playing this style, reincorporate it into the way that we're playing, but not actually like go so hard on the extensions. I think that's maybe like the adaptation. And we will get better from there. I really do feel like this is like, this feels like the way that we need to be playing. We just need to meld it better into the style that we've had already and just use it to augment it rather than change it completely, right? This isn't the same king, I don't think. Check the name. No, different king. Okay. We don't have to do that jab afterwards. See, they're just kind of coming in. Nice. Does this work? Nice. That's good, Eric. I'm glad you're playing the game. I did one after that 1-4 out of habit, but it did work out. Just do another one. And then all of a sudden, a really fast down 2 into a down back 4, and they probably don't know what to do there. Nice. Ooh, bad combo, I think. Nice throw. Oh my gosh. Nice. Once you got to TGS, it was all cheaters. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The thing is, like, my goal in playing is not to, like, get the highest rank that I can, though it would be nice to do so. My goal is to get really good at the game offline, right? Nice. Notice I'm taking my time here. This is what we were missing. Like, I'm not... This way, I'm not losing out on the kind of block that's being presented by this style of play. But this way, I'm like playing very safely while still like getting my damage in, right? Okay. Nice CDT. Okay, nice. You can tell that they're kind of changing their style up a bit, right? Now it's like, I'm just going to get in there, and that's fine. We, different style of play from them, right? Okay. Remember, I said I can just do a single hit here and be happy. Sometimes. Sure. And they're honestly just freezing up. They're not even, like, defending against it, right? Like, we don't need to expose ourselves to the extension yet. Nice. Oops. I suck. Nice. It's good to chill. Okay. Good throw. I broke one instead of two. That's fine. Scary stuff. That's crazy too. Nice. I think that's probably not one that you can step, just by my hunch of the way the game works. Nice. Oh, nice throw. I wasn't expecting that out of crouch. Okay. Nice stuff. I'm dead. I could be dead. Cool combo. I'm not dead. I don't think. Guest for game. Nice. Good stuff. They saved it. All right. Let's keep trying.
Round one. Fight.
Whoops. These jumps are getting me in trouble, but that's okay. We'll work on cleaning those up. Oh, I can't step after that. That's sick. That is sick. Good to know. That's scary. Good DD. DDT. But notice how just like they can't get in, right? And then they keep running away because they think I'm going to do something, right? Bit dumb of myself, that's okay. I need to break one, don't I? Oh, no. Oh my gosh. King player equals no low block. It seems this person does not want to block those lows for sure. Nice. This is crazy. Like, I don't know. Just like the amount of just like simplicity around this is kind of crazy. Big Twain, I'm like, my mind is like opened. I feel like I see the Matrix again. I feel like taking our original plan of like down 4 and down back 3 and jab and combining it with not finishing things and just like taking those single, not like getting impatient to get the big counter hits and instead just like being comfortable with them potentially just, you know, stealing their turn back. Man, it's King Day today, isn't it? Is this like the 5th King we played today? But yeah, like just using that as like the foundation of our neutral and just being fine with playing this game until they show us something else. And then even then, not being like super, you know, antsy to do something else, right? Okay. Oh, I didn't duck in time? Sure. Okay, sure. Okay. So notice how we're already seeing like a ton of like aggression out of this, right? Oh. Whoa, I thought I broke one. Dang. But so much of this just like I'm in there, right? Sure. And see, we're just straight chilling. We're just chilling. Low break? Sure. Notice that's because I went down 4 after my hatchet, right? Now I can just do 1. Oh, nice. Okay. And the other thing we have to get used to is like existing in our opponent's space safely, because now we're starting to get clipped by stuff like wall standing 2s that we are not being counter hit by, right? Ooh, nice. More low parries afterwards, that's fine. Sure. They really are quick to just like do the raw throw, but that's actually better than like setting up with something else. So we're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. We have to be brave. Honestly, I think we have to start stepping on a read in that case. Probably is my guess. Let's see. Yeah, Vic Twain, exactly. Everyone's on Kings today. This is actually a perfect practice because this is like one of the perfect examples of being kind of chill with things, right? Alright. Oh, it still got me because of the counter hit. And I can't go that way against that move, I guess. Maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't duck in time! Oh my gosh, I suck. I think, Vic Twain, to be honest, that's a sign of uncomfortable defense. Why is this not breaking? I must be slow or it's the pain. And they're waking up with like power crushes and stuff. Because if they're holding that long at the wall, that means they don't know what to do there, basically, right? Pressing there. That's crazy how quickly he's doing that. I feel like nice. Nice, sure. Sure. You can tell this is very hard. There's a lot of rollback. Maybe that's what's going on here, but this is kind of... Well, no, there's not. Wow. So weird. Okay. That's crazy. Oh, the mid. Nice. Sure. The 1-4-2 was kind of crazy. I'm wondering. Well, I won't worry too much about it, but it was like so fast. I've never seen. Yeah, I've never seen that happen that way. Is that like a king thing? I've never seen a king be able to do this, do an 18-frame punish on 1-4-2.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, that's true. Could have something to do with that as well. I think my brain was so broken from it, I did it like 2 more times. But this is okay. We are, like I said, regardless of what's going on, why it's going on, like, it doesn't matter. We're trying to get better at the game, right?
Round 1.
Alright. What does Kazuya want to do? I want to stay closer to him. What does he do? Does a down forward one, right? Nothing this time, and kind of tries to get his offense going. That's pretty cool. Interesting. That was pretty sick. Oops. Nice. You hate the Kazuya matchup? You just have to hold it. Nice. That's what I get for, that was actually really crisp. That's what I get for trying to step there. Wait a second, I was low parrying. Oh man, I think I gotta crouch test. That's okay. That's okay. He feels so fast. Yeah, he can. Whoa! And this person just casually perfect electrics me. That's crazy. What's going on? They're either a god and they're only a Tekken Emperor. No, I think they're just a god. get him away. My gosh. Pretty sick. Down 1+2 kills you. Try to, Also, I'm going the wrong way. Wow, I've been going right the whole time. This is a player 2 woe. I should be going to the left. What the hell? I'm no wonder. Nice. Yeah, I think we're getting a little impatient here. So let's get a little more comfortable letting them run away, right? And kind of closing into the distance where we're good. Wow, that was good. Okay. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. They would have died. More down back 3 is actually pretty good in this matchup. Okay, nice. Karma, good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Oh, he beat that too. Go ahead and don't die with heat. This is getting crazy, but I think we're okay. Alright. Sure. Oh, nice. Nice. How comfortable am I on the left side? You mean the right side? Pretty comfortable. Sometimes my stepping gets messed up, though. Okay, they wait a little bit. You see that? Nice. Ooh, nice step. Unfortunate. But notice one of the things that I did there was because of the down 2, they were like kind of waiting a little bit to do their next thing, so I just did a 4-3 afterwards. Sure. I sometimes drop him. Oh my god, that hit me. Nice. And I went to the right again. I'm such an idiot. Oh my gosh. Notice how I'm like trying to find the situations where they're just holding the block, and like how do I like shove in a low or something, right? Didn't get launched because we've used so many lows. Nice. Good movement from them.
Round 3, fight.
Oh, okay. They have very clean electrics. Suspiciously clean, but we won't cast down on our opponent. I think they're real because they dropped the combo after perfect electric, weirdly enough. Nice stuff. Good stuff. But like, honestly think, again, we probably need to, what is it, like, roll this stuff into a more, like, roll this stuff into more, like, offense maybe at some point, because we do need to, like, cause our opponent to play the game, right? But
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't know. It's like finding that balance has been really hard today. But there are moments where it's like, man, this is amazing. This is the best way to play. And then the next moment, it's like, I think I should have done a little more. Okay. 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 He can. Nice. Okay. Okay. Get done. What the heck, my jet upper? Wow. Yeah, it does too, but oh well. Notice I do a single jab there. That's okay. Nice.
Round 4, fight.
I'm switching now to down 4-2s because I'm noticing as I hold this block situation. Oops. As I hold the block situation, they tend to duck, right? Is kind of what I'm noticing. I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't know why I finished it there. We're going to go ahead and go for this. Give him no recoverable health. Go back to this situation. Oh my god, are you serious? That's crazy. Nice. Nice stuff. Sure. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. Sure. This is hurtful for my eyes, but I don't think that's why we're losing. Okay. Okay, I tried to sidestep block, did not work. Oh my gosh, that's plus. Nice. But you'll notice that, like, we are just trying to do these single hits. Get them thinking about it, right? Sure. Got some distance here. Wait, why did that catch me? Oh my god, no! No! Was that a mid? That must have been low. That was crazy. How do you make back 2-4 land after the tornado? Deep dash karma. It's just the deep dash. So, like, touch their legs here, like that, basically. I did an exaggerated version of it, but it's like that. And then you do a really deep dash here, too.
Get ready for the next battle.
Bunch of X's. Or a bunch of meh. Alright. Get her a punish. Okay. Don't let him get away with that. Okay. Sure. Oh, wow. That's not an X karma, that's a meh. Oh, cool. That's a string I haven't seen before. Let's see. Oh no! In Japanese, that's a meh. So it's not a bunch of X's, it says meh. I'm sure that's what they meant. Oh, it's minus 13 now. Oops. My gosh, this execution. Okay. I figured he was going to go for like a mid of some kind there. I'm on a stick. So, you can tell that I'm not saying much because I'm trying to figure out what are they doing, right? One of the things is that, okay, is that they're just pure attacking, right? And we need to, like, realize that. Sure. Cool. But, like, kind of looking at the screen, figure out what are they going to do, right? So it's like, okay, this person is going to attack a lot, and they're going to go for a lot of lows, so eventually this orbital is going to be good. How are they going to get up off the ground, right? There's always going to be a button at the beginning. Do I really want to, like, risk it, right? That was crazy. Yeah, but they're just going for it, and that's fine. We just have to deal with it. What do they do here? Oops, I was supposed to 4-3 that. I was slow. That's fine. Oh my gosh. But, like, notice how I'm, like, learning things right as we go, right? Okay, that's fine. This is my classic jab while I'm reading chat, so let's, like, not do that. That was a bit dumb. I'm gonna clip that. We're clipping that. That was a good block. Nice. But notice how they've all of a sudden they've slowed down, right? We finally forced it. Okay. Nice. This is fine. And then all of a sudden we get him, right? Pretty crazy stuff.
Get ready for the next battle.
And we'll get there, right? We are, obviously, ideally, we'd probably punish that first flash, but, you know. Oh my god, I'm so slow today. What's startup frame of orbital is 24. The reason the orbitals were working is because we were sitting there watching them, right? At some point we're like, oh, here's the low, there's the low. They like the low, you know?
Get ready for the next battle.
And that helps us develop what our, essentially our defense plan is going to be.
Round one.
All right, we got a gem. What he's gonna do? Could have launched that. It's okay. Good good step. This is all fine, right? They're throwing out a lot of buttons. Ducks immediately after a jab, that's okay. Nice. Just gonna have to do this. Have to figure out how to get him from here. Not enough time. That's okay. Sure. We're already learning, like, also kind of like, oh wow, I pressed here, and that got me in trouble, right? Nice punish. Let's keep trying. Oh, wow. Sure. Oh! My internet's out. What? Oh, never mind. That was super weird. Get him to the wall here. Oh, man. Just taking our time here, right? Me too. And all of a sudden, I'm taking my frames here. Do I win? No, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. Sure. We learned something, right? Okay, so, interestingly enough, right? Which exchanges did we lose? We lost the ones where I followed up a move with another and I got reversed, right? Nice. Good 4-4, actually. That was a well delayed. Oh, I can't step there. That's crazy. Nice. Sure. Oh, I can't go that way. Nice. Bit sloppy, but we got it. Ooh, nice. Good timing. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're dead. What do I do? Because you'll notice that, like, now I'm just kind of taking the offense, right? Ooh, nice. I think what's happening is that my opponent is going for a reversal move after it's no longer their turn anyway, and it's getting me in trouble because I'm pressing my turn on their frames. I cannot believe that whip. That's so sad. That's so disappointing. Nice. Nice stuff. Alright, we got time for probably one more, and then we'll keep on going. I do think I'm getting tired from this, is my guess, but at the same time, let's see if we can't, like, do one last hurrah of, like, really stable, confident, like, standing there in neutral, right? And being okay with, like, playing this really slow, methodical game of, like, okay, I'm gonna get this one poke, I'm gonna get that one, you know, and go from there. Oh man, this has been difficult, huh? I think the next part is definitely being comfortable against our opponent's offense, being able to, like, hold the block on their stuff to see if they're going to do some crazy reversal. Because a lot of players will, you know, do something like this, or, you know, like, do all these types of, like, essentially flowcharts, right? We have them as well. Chaining these moves together in a way to try and, you know, stunt your opponent. But all we have to do is just be solid and block, I think. And then from there, you can start seeing what is the pattern that they like to do. I think the Yoshi was a good example of that, where we're like, wait a second, they like to do this to open us up. I can beat it with a 4-3 or something. And then from there, you're using Bryan's move list to solve, like, as a problem-solving exercise, right? Maybe that's what's going on. Who knows?
Get ready for the
Alrighty.
next battle.
Yeah, Karma, it is labbing if it's like, how do I beat this mix-up, right? What is my option select? But it's in the game itself, when it's like an open timing situation or whatever, it's not, I don't think. I think you've got to do that against the player. Okay. Get that punish. What do they do here, right? Nice. They're just waiting for me to come in now. Maybe this would have been a good time to like take my dash option and not go for the button every time, right? Sure. Scary. We played them yesterday. Round 2.
Fight.
Okay, caught me. Go for that punish. Good throw. Probably a little bit too measured for myself, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a little bit too measured.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. Oops, I pressed. Nice. Good mitts. So you can tell this is pretty difficult. This is pretty difficult, but I think we can make this work. We played this person yesterday. We used a different style yesterday where we were trying to force the distance that we wanted. And today we need to kind of deal with their defense as they run away, right? That was a Requiem. Okay. I don't know if they realize. I don't know if they realize. Whoops. I'm dead. But they do that high a lot when my back is to the wall. They still are doing it, interestingly enough. I wonder if that's on purpose. Okay, good block. blocks. That was for 2-1-2. Man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. These, we're gonna stop after this. My execution's gone today. Oh my gosh. Nice. Good down for 2. Oh, that was really good too. Oh, I'm dead. Good games. Good games. So as you can see, the losses started piling up as we continued through the day. And some of that's probably mental fatigue, but like I think that this style of play is something we should be revisiting from time to time. And I think it's building confidence. It's building confidence and being able to just take your single hit and not try to lock them down. I do think that maybe next time we stream, I'll probably explore, you know, switching back to the aggressive style quicker when we realize that players play a certain way, but then we can, like, now we'll have this, you know, two extremes essentially of like offense and defense that we can kind of toggle, and hopefully that'll make us a more unpredictable player is my hope. But with that being said, this was a really good session. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, we lost a lot. You gotta lose a lot when you're trying something new. But let's go ahead and do that sign off. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTiban. That's VonTiban. We stream Tekken Bryan Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. The first hour is for lapping. The next 2 hours is the session you just watched here. Structured learning, trying different things, trying different styles of play. If you didn't catch that, that's all down in your description below, as well as a link to our Discord where you can join our community of like-minded players trying to get better at the game together. That being said, I hope this was a useful stream for you. As you can see, like, there can be like a lot of strength in playing this sort of measured style. I encourage you to try it, especially see it's a real good test of what your defense level is at, really. You'll notice that we did tend to do a lot better against the characters where we knew more what was going on, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.